Calling all stations, calling all stations, calling all stations. This is the weekly South Florida Latin Amateur Radio Club net and mini meeting for August 1st, 2024. I'm your net control, W4THM, Robert. If there's any emergency traffic during the net, please put your radio down and call 911. Or if you don't have a phone, then say break, 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 and we will try to help you however we can. This is a directed net, so all traffic should go through net control. We are running the repeater on analog today as part of our participation for National Analog Week. So we'll see how this works out. We are monitoring the Zello side also, so if you wish to come in through Zello, that's fine too. Either one will work. Let me break for a second. All right, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to start off with the Zello side and see who's going to come in on the Zello side. Now, some of you guys have already heard on the RF side, so I'm going to skip you because I know you're already on the RF side. But let me check with some of the guys that are connected on the Zello side as well that I have not heard. Fruto KG4ZMI, are you there? All right, we got no Fruto. He'll pop up. All right, let me go down the list. Pedro, which, by the way, guys, I did text him and verify that he is alive, he is okay, he is fine. Some of us were wondering, where's Pedro? Well, we found Pedro. Pedro's okay, but let's see if Pedro's going to check in. Are you there, Pedro?
Yes, sir. K4, YKK, Pedro, Richmond West, no traffic. Yeah, I'm alive. I've been busy.
There you have it, folks. Do not retire, because as soon as you retire, they're going to keep you busy, and you'll end up like Pedro. All right, good to hear you there. And we do have some questions for the crowd, but that'll be later on. We're going to do things kind of like Calixto does it, sorta, kind of. So we'll be back with the questions. All right, Frank, AK4FU, how you doing, man? Frankie! Hello, Earth to Frankie. Are you there, Frank? All right, we'll come back to Frank then. Let's keep going down the list. Bullet, KJ4SWP, are you present? Man, we got a lot of sandbaggers. I don't know. Hey, Jamie, you're going to have some runners up, man, for that sandbagger award this year, I tell you. All right. I'm going to keep going down the list here. Jeffrey, CNM, are you there?
I am here. Kilo Golf 4, Charlie, November, Mike.
All right, cool. Yeah, we got the repeater on analog, by the way. I don't know if you have an outside antenna and you care to try it. But anyhow, anything cool and nerdy going on over in your neck of the woods? Over in the Wynwood area, anything cool and nerdy happening?
No clue. Like, when it comes to stuff that's happening in the area, I don't know. There's always something, I guess, different, but I wouldn't say cool or nerdy. But you never know. I know. You'd have to look, and I never do.
Okay, figured I'd ask. That whole electric car expo seems to have been stillborn. They keep announcing it for Miami, and then it seems like it doesn't happen. Oh well. All right. Thank you for checking in, and this is a total Hail Mary. All right. So, folks, get your scratch-off tickets out. Get your quarter ready. See if you might get to scratch off the ticket today and you might win something. Switchblade, Frank, are you there? Oh, just as I thought. All right, fine. All right, so let's move on to folks I know are over on the RF side. Ruben, KN4HYG, are you there? Got anything for the net?
Still operating on the cello. KN4HRG, no have nothing for the net. Just monitoring the system.
All right, thank you for the check-in. Oscar, AG4JH, are you there? Got anything for the net? What's going on in the world of HF over in your neck of the woods? And by the way, folks, today is the anniversary of AG4JH coming to the United States.
It's like that. Thank you, Robert, for letting me in. This is AG4JH, West Miami. Running birthday today and 26 years in a row. The American soil. Well, nothing to sell, nothing to buy. Well, I buy a couple new equipment, so nothing to thank you for letting me in, and on a 7-2 everybody.
All right, Oscar, thanks for the check-in. Align, K4KKC, got anything for the net? Anything cool going on in propagation in HF land?
No, I don't have anything hooked up, man. I haven't been on HF for a while. I'm sitting here working on my computers, but I do have some news about Venezuela, something with the Olympics, and HF propagation should be good today. The numbers, it looks good on the report. Back to you.
Okay, all right. We'll take the topic of discussion once I get done with the roll call here, because actually the Olympics thing was one of the things that I want to throw out there. Here's some opinions on it. All right, moving on down the list. Jamie, KG4OXO, are you there? Got anything for the net?
All right, so we are here testing the first time I do this YouTube net feed remotely from one Surface Pro, Microsoft Surface Pro laptop, and it's working pretty good. So that's what I got for today. That's the way to do it. Go out there and try it out. See if it works. So just keep tweaking it and tweaking it so we can make it better and be prepared for whenever we have a field day or something else, so we can, go and be online remotely. That's all I got for today. 73 is KG4OXO.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm on there, but I don't have I'm using my phone to get Wi-Fi in the workshop because the house just doesn't make it into here. And I'm not going to invest any further resources into doing anything here since I'm looking at going up north anyway. So I'm just making do with what I got. But you bring up an interesting point there with the Surface Pro, man. When winter field day comes around, we need to have somebody who is going to grab that aspect of field day by the horns and run with it. The whole live web streaming, because it seems like the past few field days we get all hyped up about doing it, and then there's just so much other stuff going on that it gets kind of put to the side and it don't happen. So something to keep in mind, folks, for winter field day. If somebody wants to take that up and run with it, say something, let us know. All right, let me check back and see. Frank, are you back? AK4FU, are you back with us? All right, no Frank. What about Fruto, KG4ZMI? Fruto, are you there? All right, nothing heard from Fruto. Okay. All right, at this point, let's go ahead and open it up to anybody else out there in RF land that wishes to check in. This is W4THM, your net control for the South Florida Latin Amateur Radio Club Net. Anybody out there in RF land that wishes to check in, please come now. If you're listening on analog, by the way, it's DPL, Digital PL 315 is what you need to get in. Anybody out there in RF land that wishes to come in, please come now. All right, nothing heard through RF land. All right, so Align, you're the first guy out, man, for the topics of discussion. So, I don't know. I'm curious to hear some opinions. If you got an opinion on the opening ceremony for the Olympics. And if you got an opinion on the elections in Venezuela, go ahead, Elaine. Pick it up.
Well, not just the opening ceremony of the Woke Olympics, but yeah, well, I'm thinking the opening ceremony had the horse of the apocalypse on it, man. Behold a pale horse, and on top of it a rider and death. You know, that's what they're the Illuminati are telling us on that one. But more than that, in the competition today, we had our first world, shot heard around the world as a one of the transgender boxers faced off against a woman. So a man who was born a man who, you know, fuck, a man beating up a woman in the Olympics, and then the woman just totally just bowed out of the fight. The other thing, if you don't have Twitter or X, you might want to get on there and figure out what is the latest on Venezuela. Last reports are that they're headed towards the presidential palace. A bunch of citizens on mopeds, walking, whatever. They're going to be doing some protests over there. So if you're not seeing it in the news, it's because it's being suppressed. Back to net control.
Yeah, when it comes to news like that, get out of the usual loop. You can forget the big media over here. You know, they're an op-ed anyways. I tend to go out to other sources like BBC, Al Jazeera. Al Jazeera actually has pretty good world news. If you're going to look at the news coming out of the USA, Reuters, and man, I forget the other one that's an acronym. Jesus Christ. UPI, maybe. Okay, I don't know. Don't remember. Anyhow, yeah, it's very interesting what's going on over there in Venezuela, man. I'll see how that's going to work out for them. All right. Anybody else want to jump in on that discussion of the whole thing with the Olympics and Venezuela? Somebody want to pick it up and run with it?
Or so, just to add on to that, she got knocked out on 46 seconds. She had never gotten hit so hard in her life.
Yeah, because she was fighting against a man.
Yeah, this might be the thing that causes some change in sports. You know, it doesn't matter what you identify as. It matters how your body is built. You know, did it leave the factory as a male or a female? Because both bodies are built differently. So this ought to be interesting. I know I heard something about this. Esther was looking at something. She's always on TikTok, and there was some videos going around about that. But I didn't get all the juicy details until now. All right. Is there anybody else that wants to chime in, man? Please feel free to jump in. Trust us. You're not going to hurt anybody's feelings here.
What about the opening ceremony? Huh? Did you get the unabridged version?
Dude, I was sitting at a Chili's watching. I stopped watching because I left, not because I had lost interest, but I just left the restaurant at the part where the guy was playing a piano in the rain. But man, I don't know what kind of mushrooms they were on. I don't know. It kind of bothered me. Something as important as the Olympics, with so much tradition, it's something that should be holding on to certain traditions. Like all of the athletes together in one venue. Everybody's there to support their country, but at the same time, they're there together to support a worldwide game. I think they totally screwed that part up with the whole boat thing. And then that piece at the end with the not supposed to be, but is the Last Supper, inappropriate.
Oh, you mean the whole transgender DJ, bearded lady, and God knows what other... Bro, the whole world watches that. That is not age appropriate for the people who want to be athletes and be celebrated as an athletic. That has nothing to do with athletic prowess, nothing. And also, on a high note, the guy from Turkey that went on the one of the shooting sports, dude, that guy got a bronze medal,